and sit down.
I'm sat here with one eye on that monitor. I'm reading the chat out, and I'm like, then Dave goes, "You ain't hit the live button again, have you?" Yeah. Anyway, shall I recap? First things first. Those that don't know, little bit of sad news. Neil, aka the Yam Harris, sadly departed the world last night after a short battle with a recurring cancer. So this one's for you, mate. All right, we had some good giggles, but like I say, mate, your suffering's over now, fella. So rest in peace, and I hope you're back where you belong with Viv, mate. So props to you, Neil. Good fight, my friend. Moving on. The show must go on, so obviously, hello everyone. It's us again. In the chat, we have Pascal. He's in, saying hello everyone. Good day all. We got Mickle Pickle, who's saying good morning. We got Andy McLeish. Hello. What's all this then? Hello, Andy. Pascal again, saying hello to everyone else, Mickle Pete, etc. We've got Model Officer. Everyone's at the bench and well and not too windswept. Yeah, mate, we had a power outage here. I only got up and running again about 10 minutes before we went live. So I would like to say apologies if we do go off, that we are mid-storm at the moment, so it's going mental outside my gaff. So
it's blowing a fair bluey Huey outside my front door at the moment.
Yeah.
I had 4 or 5 rather large, close claps of thunder. So, I'm not entirely sure how long the lights are going to stay on for.
Yeah. So if we do go off here, apart from cheering, apologies beforehand just in case we do get cut short. But how long the power's going to be up, we don't know. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Pascal saying he's all fine there. He's almost done with redrawing his decals on the PC. So what you doing?
Well done.
What you decaling, mate?
Yeah. Is it decals or is it a body wrap?
Yeah, Mickle Pickles saying he's all good. He's waiting for his paint to dry. Andy McLeish is currently at work watching the front door get whooped open by this wind. Yeah, the boss off today, mate, because if they are, good for you. Feet up, cup of tea, and enjoy the show, mate. Nice to have you on board, Andy. Stay safe, my friend.
Don't forget the biscuits.
Yeah, Model Officer's pretty much saying the same to everyone else out there as well. It is murder out there at the moment. So if any of you are travelling or gonna travel today, just be careful and stay safe, because we've got trees down and all sorts of things going on round here. The obligatory wheelie bin rolling down the path, Dave. It looks quite solemn, doesn't it? Seeing a solitary wheelie bin roll past you.
We don't have wheelie bins around here. We have the little black recycle buckets, and they go skidding down the road because I'm on
I've got one out there full of the glass that we recycle, and it's clinking away like a clinky thing. But last night when I quickly fired up to catch up with you, it was the lamppost outside across the green there was giving it a bit of that, the metal lamppost, and all of a sudden you saw the bulb go flying out. It's like,
oh dear.
Yeah.
So if anyone is travelling today, travel safe.
Yeah, definitely. Few people saying R.I.P. Neil. It is one of them, he was one of our hangout mates, back in the days of the Smoke Crew and all of that. And I, spoke to Neil recently as a couple of weeks ago, and he was back home, but it was getting towards the end, bless him. But he's not suffering now. So mixed emotions, really, because you don't like seeing your mates suffer. But
No,
also, you know, he was only 60 at the end of the day. It's not old, is it?
no, you don't want to see people suffering. It's not fair. It's not
No. Model officers saying the trains are being knackered. Yeah, wrong kind of wind and wrong kind of leaves, mate. You can see the excuses now coming
yeah,
down the
wrong
screen.
kind of wind, wrong kind of rain, wrong kind of weather, wrong kind of leaves, wrong kind of wooden trees.
Yeah, a few people saying that they're sort of shocked to hear about our man, but yeah, I mean, I got the news in the early hours of this morning, and yeah, what can I say? You know, I'm still a bit dazed by it, really,
Yeah, a
but
little bit shell shocked, don't you, mate?
I am a little, yeah, because you have a good laugh with people, don't you? And we are a small community, and you know, we all can get under each other's skin and fall out and get peed off with each other and all of that. But it does make you realise, doesn't it? I mean, I'm always saying it. Life's too short. Let's
Yeah.
share the love. Let's just, you know, I mean, I'm the same. I've got a long-term illness and my prognosis ain't great, and I've accepted it. But you still sit there wanting to laugh with your mates forever, don't you? And yeah, one of them's gone. It's just a bit, yeah. But James is saying, I've submitted a post on your group showing my bench and table. If you could accept, more than welcome to show on stream if you like as well. Yeah, mate, I've got an FB open, mate. I've kind of got me power going and then got inundated with messages about Yam and things, and I've not caught up with anything. So I do apologise for that. I'll sort you out now. So I'll put you full screen, Dave, just for a sec, so you can recap on your decal wrapping experience of the week.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to put you full screen whilst I look away, because that way I'm not being impolite and not looking at people.
Right, let me change from one camera to the next. So bear with me, guys. Here we go. And hopefully it should all start working. Right, here we go. Let's get my tea out of the way. Don't want you seeing that. Right.
Good man, mate.
So we're almost at the end now. Colin has very kindly done the back door decal. So hopefully you can see that. I'll turn it round so it's the right way up for you guys. All I've got to do really is get me pointer out. Is finish off around the door catch a little bit under here, and then get rid of the waste of the decal that's not going to get used. Rear bumper on, rear light clusters on, and that's that bit done.
It's looking nice, Dave.
It
really is, mate.
I'll tell you what, you done me proud there, mate. They are a splendid set of decals. The door mirrors have got to go on. I've got a little bit of tidying up to do on the front, and then the front bumper can go on along with the indicators and the windscreen wipers, and then it is job done.
Yeah, that's subtly done. That, I mean, when I was printing them, I could envisage the sort of grey, black and white bit, and then the odd little peekaroonie of colour coming through, and it's kind of captured it just right for me. Looking at it on the screen, I'm chuffed to bits at seeing how you've applied them, because that's your first really big decal wrap, isn't it? And yeah,
it's the first one, and I remember putting the first decal on, and you treat them with so much care, and you're almost scared to touch it, because you know, with all the other decals that you've ever had in kits, that some of them are all right and some of them can get a little bit fragile. These things are virtually bulletproof the way that you put them together, because you can pull them around, stretch them, drag them, kick them, and they just literally will not tear. The only way you'll get them to tear is to literally stab it with a point.
Frankie Goes to Hobbywood put a comment up on the excuse me, on the Shaguar build I done, saying, "Cool, you're enough brutal with your decals, moving them about with your thumbs and pulling them." But these
Oh,
ones you can. It's all in the plastic coat, Dave, isn't it?
yeah. So, the next thing now is I will be buying yet another tranny.
Yeah.
And the plan for the next one, once I've got my decal printer and you've taught me what I need to do with Photoshop, is I'm going to do the same thing again, but it's the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Britain later on this year. So at the moment, I'm going to do a Battle of Britain transit.
All right.
What I'm going to put on it, I haven't got a clue at the moment. To be honest,
No, it'll be an interesting one. Are you going to do it in the Battle of Britain livery then, or?
I don't know. I think I'm probably going to do, like as I've got here with the Least We Forget. I think I'll have the Churchills, the few on the top of the roof.
Oh, right, yeah.
What will go on the back door and the bonnet, I don't know, but I'm thinking one side will be a Supermarine Spitfire, on the other side will be a Hawker Hurricane.
Yeah.
The
forgotten lady, innit? The Hurricane, bless her.
Well, yes. Yeah, the ugly duckling of the two, but she did so much damage when going into the bomber formations.
Yeah, a bit of the old bridesmaid syndrome going on there,
Yeah, so what will go on the back door, what will go on the bonnet? At this moment, I don't know. And what I'm thinking of might change as I find various different images that I may or may not use. So,
well, yeah, because someone is now tempted to dip his toe in the water and start printing his own, ain't you, mate? And I've got the pleasure of educating you on Photoshop.
Well, definitely, and I've got a couple of car kits that I've got twos of. I've got two Nissan Skyline GT R34s, and I've got two Aston Martin DBSs.
Yes.
Now, the GT R34s, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for a decal wrap for one of those, but for the DBS, one of those, I'm going to do up with a decal wrap of James Bond images all over the car.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm with you. What, the old gun barrel and giving it all. Yeah.
Because the bonnet is so long, I was thinking of doing the gun barrel on the bonnet. As the film title rolls, you get the red blood as it comes down. So it's kind of like halfway down.
Yeah.
And that's about as far as my design concept has got at the moment.
Did you notice how much I looked like 007 when I struck the pose there? So Daniel Craig's thinking of packing it in. So if they want a bit of an half crippled MS sufferer as the next James Bond, I'm your man. I'll do a hat wobble at the intro.
What would that be? 003.5?
Yeah. Yeah. Answers on a postcard. I'll just give it the old, all right, Mrs. Moneypenny. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the transit virtually done now. It's the Italieri. It's nothing particularly special. It's a very easy kit. It literally falls together out the box.
Yeah.
But it is a terrific blank canvas if you want to get into the decal wrap.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did mine with the Festa 67's workshop, didn't I? In the back of the van with the Hobby's Own cupboard, spray booths and all of that lot, and that was just one of those quirky little things. And it's funny, I mean, since then, when I built that, we've both entered the 3D printing world, and you sit there and you think, God, what I could have done if I had printed. Pardon me, a lot of stuff out, Chris is in the chat. Hello, Chris. Afternoon, mate.
Hello, Chris.
Chris is on tonight, 8:00, I hope, and he'll be doing his thing for his War Amster. So a bit of pimpage there for you, Chris. Sharing the love as usual, mate.
Is Fox on this afternoon, or has he got another afternoon off to do his catch up?
I don't know, mate. Like I say, I've got probably 120 odd messages to get through, so I don't know, mate.
Oh, I'm sure he will pop in and pimp himself as he normally does.
Yeah. If anyone's going to pimp themselves, it's going to be our friend Fox.
Oh yeah, he's front of the queue for that one. So oh yes, now having watched a particular video that you instructed me to watch.
Oh, I'll just put you back on full screen then, Dave. I think I know what's coming. Yeah.
I've been doing a little bit more on the Huey. And now I don't know if you can see as he tilts it forward.
Oh, have you been making door hinges per chance, mate?
I've got one door hinge in and one more to go.
Happy days.
And then I've got to do another 2 around here somewhere for this bit.
Yeah, don't forget them ones are external, mate.
Are they?
Yeah, they're external on the upper door, mate. Opens outwards, doesn't it? And they're external, mate. What I'll do when we go off air, I'll take a couple of close-up pictures of the Huey, and you'll see what I mean, mate.
Right, yeah, and I've got to go fishing in the box to find the bit that's fallen off here.
Same happened to me, mate. Do you know what I ended up doing? What? I waited until I glued both halves together, mate, because it kept flying off. It was annoying.
Do you know what? I think you got a good plan there. I think I might do that. So that's that part of the Huey. The door is on, sort of.
That mesh has come out nice, by the way, Dave. For those that may not know, that was an addition, wasn't it, that you put on?
The mesh that I've put on here is like a blast mesh or an anti-aircraft mesh to stop the glass winging its way inwards and getting at the crew. I'm using the infield modification quite heavily on this one. And I thought, you know what, a little bit of old netting or steel cage stuff just welded on would give them a little bit of protection. Whether it really did happen or not, I don't know.
Chris is asking in the chat, don't all the doors open outwards? Well, if Dave shows you the hinge with his pointy stick. Yeah, if you notice, Chris, that hinge is on the inside of the door, mate. On the top door, the hinges go on the outside so that they pull the door outwards rather than push it outwards, mate. That's why they're external hinges, mate. In answer, it's a bit like a full transit door where the hinges are bolted on the outside of the doors, mate. Yeah. So
that will, when the tape's off, that will flap down that way. So it opens up like that. Like
it's just the hinge. The hinge is mounted on the inside there, whereas on the top one it's mounted on the outside. But
so that's that. I haven't really done much more on this apart from get it to the state that it's in now. So that's pretty much as it is. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cobble together some sort of trestle for the stretcher to sit on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm only going to do one. I know in some photographs you see that they're double stacked, but I'm only going to do one because of this infield modification. They've needed a medevac and they've literally stripped down the gunship and done infield modifications as quickly as possible. So it's going to be really, Heath Robinson is going to be as rough as old sandpaper.
Yeah.
They might not even be square. It might just be a couple of offcuts that have been welded together and bolted in.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's going to be proper infield.
Yeah, stuff. I just whapped a couple of scaffold tubes in mine as a rudimentary additional troop bench, because we've all kind of modified them, haven't they, as infield use, and there's,
Well, I'm sure it went on. I haven't seen any photos of anything that's been modified, but I'm sure it's happened. Because, it's one of those things. As you got a piece of equipment and you need it to do something else, so you've made the changes.
I mean, they did similar things with the replacement, didn't they? The Sikorsky, was it the Black Hawk?
Yeah.
You know, they used to sort of add bits to it. And I suppose when you're in the field, you think, you know, something could do with an extra ammo box in there. They just whack it in there, didn't they? You know,
Yeah, it's just make it up as you go along, really.
absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Well,
Fox isn't on, by the way, today. So hopefully Mama Fox is okay, mate. And you're just catching up with any catch-up things that you've been doing. I know he's been doing a lot of commission stuff with his Gundam builds and that. I think he's doing one with George.
The bipedal transforming.
Yeah, is it a Shibasi or Shirley Bassey or whatever you want to call it? It's one of them, you know. And
Shirley Bassey on a Welsh mountain.
yeah, he posted some pictures up of it the other day, and I love how he does the little, you know, like the animation where it's drawn on damage and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and I was like, yeah, that's pretty damn sexy, that is. And dare I say it, I came very close to getting a Gundam.
Are you thinking
Luckily for me, my wife and son were here, excuse me, to pull me back from the precipice of doom. But yeah, it kind of lulled me in, tickled the old goatee, it did, Dave. And I think his hand must have come out the webcam and gone, I'm enticing you with this Japanese war suit. Because I very nearly thought, I'll get me one of them and have a play with that and see if I can do something similar. But yeah.
Well, it's like that one you did in Urban Camo and can't find it now, can you?
I can't find it. No. I did it in Digital Urbo Camel as a decal wrap. Yes, I decal wrapped a Gundam. Because I can. And yeah, I challenged myself with a bit of Digital Urban Camo. And then I think Fox pointed out that it's a 60-foot tall war suit and Urban Camo would be irrelevant. But I then pointed out, but it's not real.
James is having a chicken and mushroom pot noodle.
Oh, good man. I do apologise. Belly and bench, folks. Excuse my throat. I do apologise.
Yeah, what's on the bench? What's in or about to go into the belly?
Yeah. Frankie goes to Wobbywood. On the bench, nothing. In my belly, green curry and rice. Was that say potted up on the Festa 6? I'm posted up on the Festa 67. Sorry, mate. I'll have a looky-loo in a minute, mate.
Scratch. Oh, model officer is doing scratch building.
Oh.
That's getting technical.
Oh, mate, getting good, mate. If you've got time, mate, bung a couple of pictures up on the old photo album, mate. And as soon as I can shut down all the messages that keep popping up, I'll do a little screen share, mate. But I'm getting kind of inundated at the moment.
You're having an hot gross bun with no bacon.
Yeah, there you go. I found his message. My bad. It was behind me webcam on the bench. Some scratch building from a prison hut. Dio build as well as the Viper Mark 7. Is that Chris? Dave even?
Yep.
Reese is saying his belly's empty and on the bench.
You better see the message about that, Reese.
Yeah, he was giving it all large last night about how he rules the roost and he's in charge up there. And when Clarice come in, I've never seen a bloke go so quiet or white.
Mind you, did you not see him flinch when he knew that she was standing behind him? He like almost fell off his bleeding chair.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you were going to start grovelling around and kissing her feet.
It was one of them, wasn't it? It was like a quiet evening, and then it was, are any of us at the bench? You had done a bit of filming, I'd done a bit of filming. I think Reese was growing a set because he was trying to make out he was the boss in his relationship and getting nowhere. Yeah, so it was a quick rudimentary. And then that turned into it's 4 o'clock nearly in the morning, lads.
Yeah, it did go on a little bit last night or this morning, didn't it?
I think we needed it though, didn't we? Just needed to all play a bit of catch up, to be quite honest with you.
It was good. It was good catching up and taking the mickey out of Reese.
Yeah. James Chapman saying, while we're talking about Gundam, there's a Lego RX 78 you could get. Works out around 3 foot tall. Right, I'm going to be really blonde. What's an RX 78? I can
Yeah,
hear people going.
I'm in the same boat as you, mate. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I can hear
I know
people
what Lego
going,
is, but
what's wrong with this bloke? Don't he know what an RX 78 is? It's like, nah.
no. More explanation, please.
Yeah, I can only assume it's a category of big warsuit. Yeah.
Does that mean it transforms even more than they normally do?
Yeah. Oh, look, our ladies in as well. Andy McLeish is saying RX 78 is an original Gundam.
Oh, right. Okay.
Cheers for that, Andy. And yeah, Clarice is in going, yeah, too right and all. You can imagine Reese is sitting there at his camera, at his bench, going, they're only joking, love, on this. I didn't say anything. Sunday Brunch on love.
Walked into his room with a rolling pin in her hand, hanging it over his head.
Oh, yeah, cheers for that, Fox. Fox has just pointed out with a rather show-offy smiley face. There's an RX 78 on the poster behind you. Oh.
Yeah, what do we know?
Apparently, that's an RX 78, folks.
Right.
Quick impression. Look, I'll do an impression of a Gundam. Oh, I need to get out more, don't I? Andy McLeish is going, Fox. Yeah. Lewis Williams, afternoon.
Hello, Lewis. You all right, mate?
Glad you've popped in to say how do you do, mate. So, what have you all been up to at the bench this week in the chat? Have any of you got, seriously sort of nightmare builds going on? Are you sitting there going, why am I making this model? Or like me, did you have real life in the way and you didn't get a chance to get at the bench? It's like, yeah.
I haven't really done that much at the bench myself because, like you, real life kind of got in the way in a big way at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Reese is saying an RX-7, is that a Mazda? Clarice, can you lean over just to your left, extend your arm and give it one of the old don't be so stupid. Skullfish is in. Fox is now going, Skullfish. Stu Potts saying, hi, Fox, at Model Making Guru. Well spotted. Mate, I've been sat in front of that poster since Tom Hardy got evicted. And mate, it's Gundam, innit? I mean, now I know it's an RX 78, is it? Yeah.
RX 78-2.
So I've got to get one of them, have I? And do I was on about your animated battle damage that you've been doing, in case you wasn't tuned in at the time, Fox, and was saying how it lulled me in, tickled me goatee, and I swear blind your invisible hand crept out and went, you will buy me now, because I came that close to getting a Gundam, mate.
No, I'm not going to buy one. I refuse to buy one. I'm not building Transformers.
Yeah, I mean, you set me a challenge last week. You said to me I couldn't build out the box.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know where this is going to go, mate.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think at some point we'll end up doing a bipedal Japanese suit together on this show. That would be mad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's a new one coming out. It's called the Invisible One. You can't see it. It's got the new cloaking device on it.
I was going to use that. I was going to put Harry Potter's invisibility cloak on it and just do a couple of footprints.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, Clarice is saying, with pleasure, Carl, with pleasure. Yeah, good girl, mate. You put your foot down, Clarice, and let him know you're the governor.
Yeah, foot down with firm hand. Yeah, can we have a video of the pain being etched onto his face?
Oh man, he's coming out with these weird words to get me to trip up and say them. He's saying, Festa 67's workshop. Two things. You need a Gundam in your life. That was an eerily good Cadget voice you did then? Cadget as where's if you have the coin?
Yeah. I've no idea what he's on about.
Yeah. Didn't know whether you was on this afternoon, Fox, or whether you was playing catch up with George's Gundam, mate. People were asking, and we kind of think you're not on today, but if you are, then obviously correct me if I'm wrong, my man.
Yeah, I was going to say plug away.
Yeah, Reese is saying he is here, you know. I was like, yeah, I know, mate, but Clarice is in the house, mate, and you think I'm going to argue with your Clarice, mate?
No, feeling scared already.
I'll get beaten up by my own missus just for arguing with Clarice. I ain't going to have that. You're on your own, geese. James is saying, thanks for approving my post on your group, mate. Yeah, I've given you pre-approval, mate. A few people have asked me why I do it that way, but I kind of had a few issues with some trolls that were posting up some stuff that I didn't think was appropriate, and I have to pre-approve everything. But as I get to know people, I then give them pre-approval. So never be offended. It's just a safety net, because we all try to be family friendly at the end of the day, don't we? And you know, I've got that association as we have now with e-models and that, and I just like to keep things tidy for their sake as well as mine and for other people's. No one wants to see that sort of thing online, do they? So
No.
yeah, I had to put the filters up, I'm afraid, but not to worry.
Oh.
Model officer afternoon, Carl. Carl is in the chat. Apologies if I've missed anyone, but I've got my webcam mounted to try and stop me from looking away from the camera. So I'm not seeing everyone that I normally would at the moment because it's in the way.
I was just going to say, don't forget, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to stick your YouTube pages up on the YouTube page.
Yeah, do you want me to do a bit of pimpage on that?
Yeah, I think you should be in full pimp mode.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just I'm just opening up another tab on my browser. So Stoker, can you get a move on with the coal, mate? I'm opening up another page.
More coal.
Yeah. Just putting another shovel load of coal in the computer there, so we should be up and running.
A couple of mice on the wheel.
Vincent, rescue me.
Oh, hello.
Right, let's have a little looky-a-loo. I'll just bring that in straight. It's still opening, mate. I don't know why. Let's shut that down.
Belly bolt action, US Marine belly, birthday cake. Oh, someone's having birthday cake.
Oh, happy birthday, Jamie. How old are you, geese? Oh, Frankie Goes to Hobbywood's put up a lovely belly and bench, mate. I'm sharing that imminently. Oh. It's got ingredients and everything by the look of that. Look under the camera and go share. Does help, doesn't it, Dave?
I'm 20. Gosh, I was that once, many years ago. Just a pup, yeah.
There you go.
Happy birthday, mate. Have a good day.
Let's go full screen on that.
Yeah, go on.
And hide that so that we can see Frankie's dinner. Frankie Goes to Hobbywood. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, he's in the chat. Click on the three dots next to his name and go and give him a sub. Green curry and rice. Look at that.
Oh, that looks good. Mind you, I've got curry again today after what I cooked yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, mate, honestly, that's looking pretty damn nice, mate. Cole Smith there, admin on the group. Thanks, Cole. Let's welcome Philip Pash to the group. So welcome, Philip. Welcome to life as you once knew it. Ending. Yeah. You're now in Festa's group.
He goes downhill from now onwards.
Yeah. James Chapman is saying, I know this isn't model related. Thought I would share this, showing that I've now built up my workbench, which I'll be building a Lego city on with his daughter. Can work together on sets I reviewed on my channel. What do you think so far? Mate, it's a model. It's good enough, mate. If you assemble it, it's a model. It don't matter what it is, whether it's Lego or what, mate. You get your work.
Lego, plastic. Even if you make it out of matchsticks, it's a model.
You get your work up there, mate, and we'll review it. It don't matter what it is. Send it in, mate. If I think Luke's been doing these bench as well. He's moved his man cave, even man cub.
Okay.
There's a picture of his Scorpion tank that he's done.
Yeah, that does look rather nice, doesn't it?
He
I
does
saw that
some
earlier.
really sexy armour, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Really does. I like his stuff. Often see it posted up, and it's like, yeah. And he's, if I remember rightly, I think he put one up on Facebook yesterday, where he's doing his first video build series on the Black Rifle Mercs channel. So pop along and
Oh yeah, definitely go and have a look.
see that.
Yeah.
And Luke, you'll end up with as big a blooper reel as we've got, mate.
Oh, believe you me, you'll have more bloopers than you'll have stuff to use.
Yeah. Carl Smith is doing an update on the bench. So yeah, am I going to be brave enough and open a photo? Look at that. God.
Ooh.
So he's doing his update on his bench there.
Yeah.
We go for another photo. Oh, bit of hobby zone going in there, mate. Good man. Good man. That's one of the things I enjoyed getting was my hobby zone.
Yeah, I haven't got any of that. I'm wondering whether or not I should maybe
Yeah, I mean, it made a difference. I mean, my bench is pretty much, you know, when you go on their site and you see their advert and it's got them stacked free high with all the shelves on the top. That's what I've got just in front of me here. And I've still got junk on my bench, don't get me wrong, but the other junk is in the hobby zone. But
the only bench that I can use is what I've got my cutting mats on. Everything else has got bottles and
yeah, they're like a miniature model kit because the other side of my hobby zone, don't forget, it's my 3D printing station area. So that's coming along nicely, mate. Nice bit of man cave there. That's a big old is that a stormtrooper? Bottom half of a stormtrooper out of the old Star Wars, mate. If I'm wrong, beat me with a wet kipper.
Maybe not something you want to watch.
Hey, mate, I'd pay good money for that. So, yeah, that's coming along nicely.
That does look very good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's looking a tad professional.
And the beauty with the hobby zone as well, don't forget, is it's a bit like having a miniature model kit. You sit there with the old Gorilla Glue and a bit of music going, and you're there until your heart's content. Malcolm,
and they got magnets,
yeah. So welcome, Malcolm, to our little group. We've got a admin notice here. This is permanently in the announcements section of the page for the group. So if you go into announcements, right at the top, you'll see the many of us have YouTube channels announcement. Now, we're all in different community groups. I mean, I'm in the Boomer and the ISM and that, and there's thousands and thousands of other members out there that are in these groups. And majority of us have all got YouTube channels. Now, my thinking is, say for instance, Boomer, it's 3,000 members, 10%, that's a couple of hundred subs, isn't it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so if we all start just, well, yeah, I've got a channel, here it is, we'll just click the link. And I was doing it last night. People have posted up, which was really nice that people have jumped on it. And it was something I saw that Carl done over at Making Models. And I messaged him and said, oh, can I nick that? And I'll do the same on mine. And he's getting people post on his and we're getting people post on ours. And I just go in, click them, go to their channel. And if I'm not already subscribed, I just go subscribe. Thank you, very glad. Click the little ringer, the little bell. Job done.
Is Paul over at ISM? Is he going to do the same sort of thing?
I don't know. I'll chuck him a message. I mean, it's like anything because I don't want to spam his site with stuff that might be against the admin rules there. So I'll
send him asking in general because
I'll probably send him a PM and say, is it something that we would be allowed to do on the ISM channel? I don't know. It's like anything. If there's rules, in a group
Yeah,
about
no,
posting links, then obviously I want to be respectful of that and Paul and
you don't want to go treading on any toes because you don't want to upset anyone because
Oh no, I mean he's a reasonable man. Don't get me wrong, you know. But if they've got their rules that they run on their group, I'm going to respect them. It's just being polite, isn't it? But I'll send him a message and see whether it's something he does on his thing, and if that's the case, then I'll send him a link by PM to him on Messenger and let him decide whether it goes up on the group or not. But yeah, put your channels in here. All you got to do is just copy and paste your link.
Yep.
A little bit about yourself and about your channel and what it's doing and who you are, and we'll all start liking and subscribing to each other because I think
yeah, I've got to go through it and see if there's anything that
I think it's a good idea. I really do, because at the end of the day, the more subs folks get, the more features they can get on their YouTubes and all of that. And like I say, you can put your comments in, and yeah, people can start seeing what you've got. So that's what's going to happen with that, as everything on there seems to have disappeared. But yeah, it could be that I am not on the right page by the look of that. But yeah, it's one of them. Never screen share if you haven't already got the link up, because it makes you look a bit of a Burke. Yeah, I just need to find the right link, Dave. Because hey, mate, come on, be fair. I had no power most of the morning, mate. So yeah.
Oh, we'll let you off. We'll let you off.
You could tell he's in IT, can't you? Know it all. Oh dear.
I can't help it.
There are comments that are appearing in there, but I can't check it just at the moment because yeah, we're live. But it's in there. I know it is because people have been posting in it. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be doing a gallery in a bit, James. It's just I'm trying to open up different pages on my Facebook without personal messages being displayed, because obviously I'm getting a lot of condolences coming through today, and I'm just being respectful to people with what they're saying. So I'm trying to host the show and keep it going, as well as hide people's personal messages and that, because I'm just being respectful to their privacy. So yeah.
I don't think I can get into the gallery.
I'm trying, mate. I'm just minimalising everything, so you can just pad out for a little sec, Dave. That would be lovely.
Right, okay then. I shall. Can you sling me on full screen, and I will pad out with a bit of Land Rover stuff. Let's go over.
Yeah, that'll be perfect, mate. I know it's a bit haphazard today, folks. Just bear with us.
Yeah, what's new? It's always haphazard. Right, here we go. Now, for those of you that are observant, when I did the what's in the box for the Land Rover, one of these was not in the box. So I had a quick chat with the guys over at Model Hobbies, and they sent one out, but I forgot that I'd already had a word with the guys at Revell, and they've sent me one out, and I've got two now. I've got one that's got a back door and one that's had a back door removed. So what I was thinking for this one is, when I've got my printer for doing the decal wraps, I'm going to try and do a tutorial on doing decal wrap. Do a bit of a tutorial on how to remove a door, and unashamedly nick Colin's idea of how to do hinges.
You plagiarising me by her chance, Dave? Yeah. I've been accused of that.
I might even try and cut the roof off.
Good shout.
Cut a few doors out, I might even cut it in half and try and make it a long cut short.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to do with mine, wasn't it? The old short wheelbase.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems too good an opportunity not to use it for doing a how-to ish. A
Yeah.
tutorial from me, I think, is a bit too posh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking on that. Anyway, this one, I've taken the rear door out. I was trying to save the two hinges that you got here and here. I'll show you on the other one because then you can see them. Then you get two molded hinges, and I successfully managed to drill a small hole through each, and I was trying desperately to separate them underneath, which I did, but when I started cutting through, I got a bit too heavy-handed and they snapped off.
You got carried away with your saw, didn't you?
Oh, well, I was using my scribe, and I think I went a bit too heavy-handed. And
That's
anyway,
going to be very similar to what I was saying to you earlier on about the Huey, Dave, where you've got an external hinge. I'll take a couple of close-ups on the Huey for you so you can see how to put your external hinges on, mate, and that'll help you.
yeah, so so that's got to come off. That's got to be cleaned up. Now, what I could do is I could have it so that the door opens that way.
Yeah.
Or I could have it so that it opens upwards.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Now, my reason for thinking of doing it in an upward direction and having on the back of it fold down telescopic legs makes a little shelter.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's just popped into my little head. It's doable.
Absolutely, mate.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, because I mean, I had a little short wheelbase, and I used to use it as a recovery. Pardon me, a recovery truck for road accidents, that sort of thing. You know, and you'd have a little A-frame on the back with a hook, and you'd go and winch people up and tow them away, type of thing. You know, and yeah.
Well, I'm kind of thinking that what I could do is have it so that it comes up and it could be like a little covered way, and then you have like a little bar where you could have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
See?
See, you're doing well, mate.
I'm thinking on my feet here. So, yeah, so it might be an open and shut, or it might be a flop up and flop down. That didn't sound right, did it?
No, don't be like Dave. Don't go all floppy.
But I will be doing a bespoke, in a loosest term, roof rack. I don't know if it's actually called a roof rack, but
yeah,
it's going to be a storage thing that goes on here and will protrude over the front end a little bit.
Yeah.
The spare wheel that they're saying in the instructions that goes here is not going. He's going to go on the bonnet.
All right.
And I will construct a ladder to go on here so that you can climb up and get on and tie stuff down.
All right. Yeah.
I have started slowly removing plastic for the doors so that it can come out and then be an open and shut case.
Are you getting your saw out?
Well, I'm not trying to do it with the saw. I'm using my trumpeter scribe because I feel quite comfortable using that.
Yeah, I got the Tamiya one, the one with the little hook blade on it.
Yeah, I've got one of those, but at the moment that feels a bit clunky and a bit unbalanced for me. But I do like the trumpeter one. So
yeah,
and I don't want to remove the material too quickly. I just want it to come out carefully, and I can go quite slow with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of gone for a Mark II saw upgrade as well. I'm trying out another saw that's got a more resilient blade than the photo etch blades that you can get.
Yeah, and one of them that I've got is a bit.
Yeah, see, I shake a lot, and I keep bending my saw blades where my hands shake, and it's getting a bit old. So I thought I'd get a Mark II upgrade. So
Yeah, this one that I've got it's a bit.
oh no, look at that, mate! Look at that blade.
It's a bit.
Yeah, that's got a lot more oomph, mate. There's some of that, So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I've
that
been
one's
using.
a bit sort of not straight anymore.
Put a thing in chat as a little sidebar, which is a little linkaroon to the page for the YouTube stuff and all of that. So I've found it all now. It was me being on the group announcement and not on the page announcement. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I've got two Facebook windows open and I confused myself. So a little sidetrack there. That's the YouTube announcement that I've got put the link for in the chat. All you got to do is go in, open up your YouTube channel, highlight the code at the top, paste it in. A quick sort of, yeah, this is what I do or whatever. And as you can see, we're growing a nice little list of people's channels in there.
Good. Keep adding them so that everybody can see them.
Yeah. Carl's in there at making models. Grant over at 5760 scale models. We got model making Agis. And all I've been doing is I play catch up. I just click the link. I go in. If I'm not subscribed to them, which is quite rare because I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to subbing to people.
Yeah, I think I need to go through and do a bit of a catch up on that.
Yeah, I just subscribe to their channel and I click the bell icon because it is interesting because I've found recently, more so since this has been going, Dave, where there are a few people out there that, I've not seen their work. I've not seen what they do. You hear of them, and then suddenly you get a notification that they've put something up. And I, as you know, suffer chronically with insomnia.
Yeah.
So for me, I sit there and go, I'm going to sit and watch that. And I've come across some really talented people just through this. And I want to embrace that and bring them into the community and go, come on, guys, get your work out there.
Give them a bit of airtime. Give them a plug.
Let them see what their stuff is all about. And that's why I'm doing this. It's, well, you've all got channels and let's share the love a bit. Past or present associates, if you want to put your links up, put your links up, Don't be stubborn about it. Just get it up there so that we can all like and subscribe to each other. We are a niche little community. I mean, all right, it's growing, don't get me wrong, but the core people that do the shows and the hangouts, and we're quite a tight-knit community, and I think we just need to open up a little bit and spread the love a bit more, and that's what this is about. So some bloke called Model Maker Dave's workshop there, no idea who he is.
No, I've never heard of him before myself.
Never heard of him, but yeah, I mean, a few of these were popping in, and for me, it's nice to start associating the screen name with the person's name because I get a lot of private messages from modelers. And I don't always associate their actual Facebook birth name with their shop. It's like mine's Festa 67's workshop because, I look like Uncle Festa with me black eyes and bald head. And yeah, so, on Facebook, I'm Colin. People don't always associate it. And I'm now beginning to see it's like Common Road Junction, Archie. It's a prime example. People probably know the shop or the shop name, the group name or the channel name, and it just lets us see who's who. So
yeah. Got a message from Scoop.
Yes.
Impending saw usage, because he's saying that his saw and saw blades have arrived.
Oh, Scoob. Have you put your webcam together yet, mate? Because if you have, oh, mate, you've got to invite us in so that I can see
Yeah.
see the sawing materialise. Yeah, it's all about the saw, mate.
It's all about storage.
So keep your channels going on there, if you don't mind. It's Fox is saying, not saying it's windy, but just at the pop to the shops. And now all my beards are on one side of my face piled up. Honestly, I love his use of the quintessentially eccentric English language. He reminds me of, do you remember Wilf Lunn, Dave? That wacky guy that built all the contraptions on Vision on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That's who Fox reminds me of. If he had a white coat, he just reminds me of that. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, Wilf Lunn. Yeah. Yeah. He just reminds me of that eccentric guy beavering away in his laboratory, you know. So, yeah, I will find a picture of Wilf Lunn, and there may be photoshopping to be had, similar to the Fox Ross.
Yes.
Yeah. Frankie Day. How do, Frankie, sir?
Hello, Frankie. How are you, mate?
Respect to you, my friend. Long time no here, mate. Yeah, we must catch up, mate. But this is our little home every week. Frankie's on the other side of the pond, folks. And if you've not subscribed to this guy's channel, do so.
Yeah, definitely.
I hold Frankie totally responsible for getting me back into paper models. And what that guy can build with sheets of printed paper is phenomenal. And if it's something that is wetting your palate, I mean, I've got a big old Bismarck up there that's nearly 5 foot long made of paper, and another Huey, wider Huey. Pop along and have a look at what this guy does with paper models, and honestly, you'll be blown away, mate. And he's got the best cigar in the world, mate. It's proper thick table leg style cigars that he smokes. So go and give Frankie Day a watch. You will be pleasantly entertained. Fox is saying it needs big round glasses, mate. Consider it done. Because, yeah, you are getting Photoshop, mate. It's going to happen. And I'm going to give it to Chris as a button. We're not going to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're wrong, you are.
I know I am in so many ways. Someone was asking me about the gallery. I can't remember who, so apologies. So, I've got it open, Dave. I'm going to do a little segue, mate.
Go on then.
We've got some people doing a bit of the old moving around of benches and brushes and things. If you're PMing me through the chat, if you want your details to remain private, try not to PM me just at the moment, because it's going to keep popping up on my screen otherwise, and I don't want people to feel offended if their names and details come up. We got a bit of paintbrushing going on there. James Skiffin, model officer, is doing his bench overhaul. And I must admit, I thought I had a lot of paintbrushes, mate, but respect to you there, my friend.
He's got a fair collection there, hasn't he?
That's a serious collection, Dave, isn't it? I mean, I've got
almost as bad as some people's model stash. Oh, now that looks like...
Yeah, I've got about, that's Frank's Curry. I've got about 200 airy sticks over there. So, yeah, I'm getting there.
I've no idea how many I've got.
That's the green curry and rice from Frankie. So Festa needs to press the right arrow so that he goes back down the gallery. Yeah. Don't be like Festa. I do like how he's organising them. It's very, dare I say it, in a very military manner.
I was going to say that's militarily extremely tidy.
That's orderly, proficient military manner, isn't it? That is. But I'd be sitting there going, I could get another 100 brushes in there, but I get what he's doing, because you haven't seen it, but my snap-on tool chest of car tools is like a surgeon's tray, you know what I mean? He's got some nice brushes there. I take it you do a hell of a lot of really fine detail stuff, James, because I like that. That's very clean, isn't it?
That's way too clean.
I like the overhang of the worktop there as well. That just is that lit per chance, so you get a bit of light on your bench, James, at all, mate? God, I'll tell you something, mate. He's got a nice layout there, hasn't he?
He has. I am considerably jealous because I'm stuck underneath a staircase.
You are Harry Potter, Dave, aren't you? You are literally under your staircase. You've got to post a picture, Dave, in the group sometime so that I can show people the work area that you're in, because a lot of people find it difficult to comprehend that you're in such a tight little space there. And he is literally under his stairs, folks. It made me giggle when I saw it.
I am the Harry Potter of the model making world.
Absolutely. I mean, up until I saw your workspace, I didn't think it was possible to get two boobs in one bra cup. But having seen what you're working in, mate, I now think anything's a possibility.
Well, yeah. Well, when we finish the broadcast, I will do some photographic work. And
yeah, tell you what, let's make it a thing. Bung a photograph of your man cave up.
Yeah. Man cave and workbench.
Yeah, I'll set an album up or whatever, and we'll just call it, Members Man Caves. That sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just call it what you like, folks. Someone come up with an idea that doesn't sound a bit wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, James is taking storage to a whole new level, mate, isn't he? Look at that. Geez, that is clinical, isn't it? Was you in the surgical wing of the military corps, per chance?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed, mate.
That is.
Everyone, we are now going to do a road trip to James's house, and we're all going to move into your man cave.
Yeah, there's plenty of space for everyone to get around that workbench.
Yeah, just bung in the top 5 kits of your stash, and we'll all head up to James's, and we're going to gate crash you, mate, and get your cutting mats dirty.
I'll tell you what, I'll gate crash that much, I won't move out. He's got.
I'm impressed, mate.
I'll tell you what, he's got 4. I'm going to say about 5 times the workbench space that I've got.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Fox often says it that he thought that I was literally in a little cupboard under the stairs, because the way I have my camera set can be a little deceiving to the size of the room. I mean, I'm in a 10 by 18 foot room. It's a fair old size, but I've got kitchen cabinets. My old kitchen is in here now, so everything's mounted on kitchen units. So the monitors are, on cupboard doors, so to speak. So yeah, it's quite deceptive, but I'm looking at that and it's, yeah.
I wouldn't say it was OCD. I'd just say that is incredibly well designed, mate. Kudos to you.
But saying that, I bet his brushes are in numerical order, aren't they? Fess up, they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Because
shortest on the left.
Yeah, I've spent time turning all my bottles of paint just to make sure the labels and they're all in paint code order.
Yeah, it's mine on my buttons on the wall.
Yeah, and it's like an obsession, because like where I've got them going on my door here now, I've got the 3D printed ones going on the doors here. If I put one on there, I have to resort everything so that the next bottle along the code starts on the door. And yeah, if someone buys me a paint set, I'm like, okay, I've got to now move everything and put that one incorrect. Otherwise, it just bugs me. But no, that's really coming together well, mate.
Yeah, that is a workspace to be proud of.
Mate, look at how professional the labelling is, mate.
Yeah, I just use a marker pen and a bit of Tamiya tape.
Oh, mate, I'm not.
It really does.
I am, mate. I am scrolling through this bad boy, loving it. I like that big cabinet and all. Look at that, Dave.
I know.
Now, is that an issue with the lens on the camera, or are them shelves a bit heavy now, Cole? And you might need a bit of reinforcement, mate. Hey, is
I
that
think it might be a bit of both,
my
mate.
eyesight? That is an impressive setup.
It is. It's very good.
James Chapman there with his Lego stuff on the go. Look at that.
Oh, yep, nothing wrong with a bit of Lego.
And I think he was saying that he builds these with his daughter. Am I right, James? If you're still in, mate. Chris is saying 4 candles.
4 candles.
I've got that, Chris, as a button, mate. I did it to Dave last week, and he looked so confused as to what was going on. Yeah.
What can you say? Oh, that's looking good.
Isn't it? I like anything like that. You've got technical sets, haven't you?
Yeah, but I haven't started any of them yet. They're all in their boxes.
There's Luke Carswell. Excuse me again.
Luke Carswell, mate.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. Luke Carswell there's putting in his armor build. I'm not going to try and name it because I might be wrong. So anyone out there knows what it is.
Is it that he's and I'm not going to go because I'll get it wrong. Yeah,
if you bung a photo in, can you put what it is? Not in a rivet countery kind of way. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not an expert on armor, and I don't want to be disrespectful if I call someone's build something that it isn't. You know what I mean? But I like that. Your little Union flag on there, Dave. You know, it's them little details he does, but my God. If I could weather a model like that, I'd be an happy bunny, mate.
No, it does. It does look really good. I like that. That is nice.
Isn't it? It's classic sort of.
Mind you, I think it's now. I don't know, but is that the AFE version? Because I've got the Scorpion and I've got the other one. I can't think. Is it the Scimitar?
Could well be, mate.
There's 2. I don't know what the difference between 2 is. One's a Scorpion and one's something else. But I think I've got both of them upstairs.
Yeah.
And I did build one because I was doing it as the UN, and then I looked at the tracks and stopped.
Oh right, yeah.
I bottled it.
There's Frankie Goes to Bobbywood still persevering with that beautiful example of Revell craftsmanship that is the 144 scale shuttle and booster set. I've got one of them up there, and someone over there could end up doing one as a buddy build and swearing profusely.
Do you mean say that I've got to do one as well?
Yeah, one for Jamie Bone there because I know he likes a pink ring. More Luke's tank there. Hey, honestly, he's got such an eye for detail. That my eyesight, that is rippling and that on them sheets and everything, isn't it? And it's just like, I love stuff like that. Makes you want to pack your bench up though, Dave, doesn't it, when you see someone?
Well, yeah, you see stuff like that and you think, well, why should I bother when there's people like that? You just might as well watch them.
Yeah, but this is the thing, isn't it? Because what I was saying to you earlier, you know, it's only by chance you get to know people through the community and what we do, and they get in touch. But how many people out there haven't seen Luke's channel and are missing out seeing the bloke's work? You know,
exactly.
So that's kind of why I'm doing this little one-man mission almost, you know. And Carl's doing it now on making models as well. So pop over to there. And bung your links on there as well, because Cole's got a good membership going on with his group. So the more the merrier.
Yeah.
I do believe that was James. Was that James Chapman's Mustang? I just clicked twice there. Apologies. Lee Eagles even. There you go. He's put that Mustang in. That was the one he was on about. Do you remember the original Gone in 60 Seconds movie? That had the yellow fastback in. That was to do with that conversation he was having last week there. 15 inches long.
Sarge is in the house. Stand
Good
by,
afternoon, Sarge, mate. Happy days. Nice to have you there by your beds, because Sarge will be inspecting your barracks imminently, and he's missed the whole of James's very military OCD bench layout. But Sarge, you will love it, mate. The brush storage, legendary.
Oh, definitely.
Reese has got a bit of the old armour going on there by the look of it. Like I say, if you can just bung in what it is, you know.
Oh, that's the Bren gun carrier thing he's
Oh,
doing.
that's the Bren gun he's doing, is it? Happy
Yeah.
days, great. Good to have someone in that knows what they're on about.
I only know that because I know what he looks like.
Ah, right. Yeah.
As a rule, one tank looks pretty much the same as the next one to me.
Yeah. Leo
Oh,
Eagles
looking a
there.
bit yellow.
Cool, that's a nice colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Is that a skyline?
I've no idea. It's looking skyline-ish, isn't it?
Yeah. If
Yeah,
it isn't a skyline, beat me with a wet kipper.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It is. It's the two-door version because
Yeah.
he's got the round lights at the back.
Yeah. So he's doing a fair old bit of work on that, isn't he?
Yeah, we're going to find out that's going to be a Ferrari in the end.
Oh, yeah, we don't talk about Ferraris when Sarge is in the chat because we might have. Yeah. Bit more of Cole's workbench there.
That's looking very tidy.
That is, isn't it? I think we're all doing the same. We've all had a bit of a man cave move going on, haven't we? I mean, I had a bit of a move round. I know Luke's moved his entire man cave.
Yeah,
I must admit though, the man cave to go for has got to be Paul's, isn't it? Paul Bretland's.
Well, yeah, no, yeah.
That is a seriously impressive man cave. Props to him and all, mate.
Oh, definitely.
Really is nicely laid out, and I kind of nicked his idea of having all the framed pictures on the ceiling in here, much to my wife's disgust. But yeah. So yeah, there's quite a bit of man cave moving. So as I was saying before, folks, bung a picture up of your work area. Sarge has an interesting work area because he's got a multiple monitor set up with different monitors and that over, you know, and it's a quirky little setup he's got over there, but it works, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah, it's an odd one, but it works for him. That's the main thing.
Absolutely, you know. But don't forget he's a gamer as well, so the multiple monitors and that, you know, it works a treat. Frankie doing a bit of electricity there, good man.
Yeah, lighting up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, something I haven't done for a little while is a bit of the old electricity. I kind of took a sidestep into the 3D printing world, didn't I? And yeah, I need to get back to doing some. Oh, look at that. Oh, din-dins. Oh. So you can also post up your belly and bench stuff. So yeah. So that's a bit of the old gallery for the week, Dave.
No, it's very good.
So I'm going to stop sharing now because I'm getting hungry.
I think the two that certainly stick out for me is that very neat and very tidy bench.
Oh yeah.
And Luke's little tank.
Yeah, Luke over at Black Rifle Model Works. Give him a visit, folks. You know, you won't be disappointed. If you like your armour, give him a visit. Same with Sarge. Sarge is in. He's got stuff up on his channel. So, you know, click names. If they are a YouTuber, you'll see on the three dots there, it will say go to channel. Go to their channel. If you haven't subscribed, give them a subscription. Click the bell and you'll be notified of when their content is updated. And you know, it helps us all carry on creating. It keeps me going. You know, it's your feedback and seeing your work that makes us want to do these shows, Dave, isn't it?
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's about everyone in the chat. You know, let's see your work. You know, and you're all talented people at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's see what you're up to and see what you're doing.
You know, I mean, it's funny. I had a message the other day from someone, and they was like, "You all right?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I've just been tied with real life stuff. Why? What's up, mate? Oh, I noticed you haven't done a build series for a little while. I was worried you weren't well. I was like, no, it's what it was because I'd been doing the commission stuff on the Patreon channel. I'd actually forgot to release the first few episodes on my own channel. I just instinctively thought that it was going to do it automatically and took my eye off the ball a little bit. So apologies for the delay, but I'm doing a build for James and the Death Race Mustang, and episode 1 of that went up yesterday. I'll put up an episode every couple of weeks now just to keep some content filtering through and keep you appraised of how that's going. Being that James is in the chat, all I'm going to say to him is suicide door, and that's all he's seeing.
That's a tease. Oh,
I know.
You tease.
Because he's sitting there and he's going, hold up, was that, did he just?
You might have missed it.
Did he?
You might have missed it. He'll have to do a rewind now, won't he?
So yeah, I've done a bit of that. I've got to prime me taxi because all my doors are done. So I kind of had the hope that this week I was going to prime the taxi, the Fokker Wolf, the Mustang, the Huey. Real life got in the way, and yeah, all the best laid plans and everything. So hopefully I've got a few days this week where we can play a bit of catch up with some builds and some filming and stuff, because I want to start filming the E-Models build as well, because I want that one in the can ready to go, because I've got surgery coming up and I'm going to be out the loop. So yeah, James is saying he's looking forward to part 6. Bless him.
I thought you came for part 6 and was going straight for part 7.
Yeah, I no longer do part 6 episodes on my videos out of dedication to that model making guru bloke who never seemed to do his part 6 episode. So I do part 5 and then part 7 because part 6 doesn't exist. But yeah, hopefully, James, I'll do a bit of filming during the week, mate, because I've just 3D printed all the rear fuel tanks that go behind the tombstone, because there's going to be a little trick to the tombstone on your build, mate, and it's going to be fully functional is all I'll say.
Wow. Intriguing.
Yeah, it's Sarge has just got a subscription, by the way. James is just sub to Sarge, see, so it does work.
I noticed Sarge is saying he's got some new ideas for some videos.
Oh, is he now? Oh, good man. James is saying I never showed his Mustangs, mate. Where did you post them, James? Are they in the group, mate, in the gallery, or are they on the Facebook page? You can let me know in the chat, mate, and I'll go back in and open it up and see where you navigated, mate. I just was scrolling through the photos, mate. So if it's tucked away, let me know where, mate, and I'll go back in and have a little looky-loo for you. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
Yeah, that's it at the moment. I've no idea. He doesn't say what he's going to do. He just says, I've got new ideas.
Oh, Sarge?
Yeah.
I think I might know.
Oh.
Yeah. All I'll say, Bill, is it mech related?
Oh.
It is, isn't it?
Oh. Does that mean that it's the ones that he's been doing on his 3D printer?
Yeah. Have you been doing your 3D printer look again, Sarge? He did it the other day, didn't he? He was sat there and you could just see him like that.
Yeah. But I defy anyone that's got one of these 3D printing devices not to sit and stare as it's doing its thing.
Yeah, both in the main group and gallery announcements. Let's have a look in the gallery announcements, mate. It could be that he's added them as a comment. So let's have a look. Let's scroll down and have a look. Making Models is saying, thanks for the company. Got to go and do things. not a problem, mate.
Yeah.
There's a rugby game later on today and all, isn't there?
Yeah. Yes, it's France against Italy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Not sure if it's in France or if it's in Italy. I don't know.
Yeah, both in the main group and gallery announcements. Okay, let's have a little look and see whether I can find it. Because I do get caught out where people put them as a comment. See, that's the thing, rather than in an album. So I end up having to hunt around for them.
Yeah, put everything in an album. It makes Colin's
Ah, there
life
you
a lot
go.
easier.
I think this could be it. So I'll screen share again.
Go on, him.
But
Do it.
yeah, if you can drop them in the album, it makes my life so much easier. Because at the moment, what I'm having to do is download every single person's photo that goes up there, and then put them back into an album so that I can find them, because it just makes it easier for people to see. But if people put it in as a comment, I don't always see it when we're live. So I'm just going to hit the old screen share again. We aim to please on this show. There you go.
We do what we can.
We do what we can as we can. And yeah, don't be like Festa. I'll take it. Are these the ones, James, that you're on about, mate? If you're in there still, just let me know, mate.
Yeah.
I'll soon find out, because it'll have your name on it, won't it? Duh.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're on the right ones. Are these kits that you've done, mate, or are these the big die cast ones? That is it Agostini done? The Agostini?
Yeah. Or the what is it? I can't
Oh,
think.
look at that. Oh. Yeah, let's go even fuller screen on that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Have you a bit of that? That's
That
seriously nice.
Very nice. Now, is that die cast or is that construction kit?
Dare I say, is that a paper one? That is, isn't it? Or is that a Lego one?
Don't know.
Oh, yeah, he says, yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, cheers, mate. At least I know I'm in the old right spot for you, mate. Look at that. Yeah, that's Lego, Dave.
It is, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, that looks like Lego.
Lego Technic.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's their
Oh, that looks familiar, doesn't it, Dave? Who's got one of them in his stash that he's going to be chopping up?
Ooh.
I have. Yeah.
Ooh.
Because I've gotten so into James's Death Race build that I'm doing another one for myself, mate. Yeah. So at some point in the future, I will be removing everything to do with this Mustang. And
yeah, I like that Lego one that he's done.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
I'll do one of those Lego Technic things I've got upstairs.
I take it you've got a fondness for Mustangs by any chance here, then, James? I'm seeing a bit of a theme here.
Yeah.
Tell you something though, it's only when you see them side by side and photo after photo you realise the different variations, don't you?
Yeah, and some of them are so subtle you don't notice them straight away.
You know, the addition of a bonnet louver or a ripple here or a seam there or a swage line or oh, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh. Yeah,
Hey,
making gooey noises.
You got the Mustang and then you got the fastback, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I've got the bullet one. I'm trying to see whether it's in here. No, it's not. I've got Eleanor in here. But yeah, I want to do another bullet one, but I want to do it airborne. You know, as it was doing the car chase.
Yes.
I want to sort of do it airborne. Yeah, I know, because I can. And it's just one of those little things that I want to
And
do.
it wouldn't take much to do an airborne.
Yeah, I saw a guy that did it with the General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard car, and he had it. I think I posted it up on my page a while back, where it was crashing through the advertising sign, and it was so well executed, from the dust and smoke emanating from under the car to the splinters of wood and that, and I was amazed at how he had done it. Oh, Jason come in there, bit of 3D printing.
Oh,
Welcome to the fold.
Yes.
Oh, Frank's dinner again.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go. There's a bit of the old Mustang-itis. Yes. Here's Sarge. Look at this for military brushes, mate.
Oh.
Oh.
Start getting excited.
Yeah, look at that, Sarge.
The only way you would get any more excited is if they was Ferrari red.
Yeah, we don't talk about Ferraris, though, do we? Because Sarge will get upset with us and give us that strange look again, won't he, Dave?
Yes.
That look of disdain that he gave us when he saw what we had done to his beloved Ferraris.
Yeah, but it had to be done, though.
Dave or Colin, if you PM me on Facebook, I could send you a link to the Lego Mustang. Happy days, mate. I'll do that. I've got no problem doing that. James, where are you? I'm not screen sharing, am I? No. Yeah, if I do it after the show, James, is that all right, mate? Because, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that straight after the show, mate, because it'll be easier for me.
Sarge, you're wrong.
He's doing that look. He's looking over his glasses.
I'm getting the Sarge death look.
Yeah. If any of you are wondering what we're on about,
mine's over the other side of the room at the moment. But to say what I did with I got the Mercedes F1 and I sprayed mine up in Ferrari red.
There you go, Sarge. Nigel Mansell's Ferrari, mate. Yeah, I did it. This is actually the Ferrari 641. And as you can see, I kind of might have painted it in Ayrton Senna's colour scheme and decals. And Sarge is a very avid follower of the Tifosi, which is the Ferrari fans, and we kind of thought it would be a giggle, didn't we? And Dave done his as Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes, and I did mine as Ayrton Senna's McLaren, and it's like, yeah.
Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Oh no, you done the Mercedes as the Ferrari, didn't you? So yeah, we may have, upset poor Sarge.
Blow a bit of the dust off because it's not been touched. I don't know, but there you go. There's the Ferrari looking Mercedes.
It's got to be done, mate.
It had to be done. And somehow I think we're going to have to do it again on something else because...
Well, I did have someone that said, oh, yeah, I loved Ayrton Senna. That was one of the most iconic cars that was ever driven on an F1 track. And they was really regaling me with their expert knowledge on F1. I mean, you do realise that this is actually Nigel Mansell's Ferrari. They went from that very friendly look to, can't believe you've done that. And he just looked at me and went, why? And I went, because you can. It was a way of saying, well, it's our model, and if we want to paint it pink with yellow dots, we're going to do so. It's
exactly, you paid for your model, you build it and paint it in the way that you want to.
Absolutely, and so many people worry about sort of people having a go at them, I would say rivet counting them, but that's too broad a term, isn't it? Because if you're creating a period in time or a period accurate piece, then obviously you're going to make sure it's factually and everything does what it says on the tin. But if you're just like us doing a car, you're not going to worry whether or not it's got the right wheel nut on it, are you? It's like, it's got the wrong hubcap. Yeah, well, the other one fell off, and that's the only one he had in his spares box, so he stuck that one on. It's part of the story, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just, doing things a little bit differently.
Yeah, I mean, I had a PM the other day. Someone's doing a build, and they're like, "Oh yeah, but I'm not doing it this way. I'm going to do it this way." And I went, "Oh yeah, why is that?" He said, "Because I've been watching your stuff, and you do it your way." He said, and I thought I would do the same with one of my kits, make it unique.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Well,
I said, I look forward to seeing it.
Transit.
Yeah. Same as what you've done. You've done your own take on the decal wrap. You're doing the same with the Landy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I had it. Sorry.
It's not, you buy a kit, you don't have to follow the instructions to the letter. If you want to make it so that you've got a door open, or if you wanted to make it with a window that looks like it's been half wound down, or you're putting your own take on it and go with it. Don't
that one where it's pretty common knowledge amongst those close to me, but I got infamously rivet counted on my bus, didn't I? The London bus. I had a guy get in touch, and I'll do the voice because it's the only voice I can think of that he would possibly have, and it was, I drove one of them buses, and I can't remember seeing one of them with a Motorhead and AC/DC poster on. I said, we have now. Because it's like, dude, it's a plastic kit in my home. It's not in a museum. It's not, this is the exact bus that done that route. It's a bus with, and I said it at the beginning of the build series, it's going to have posters of my favourite bands, my favourite movies, and characters. The passengers are going to be different characters reading different newspapers of world events over a period of my life. So, you've got Freddie Starr at my Amster on a copy of The Sun next to John Lennon's just been shot, the Berlin Wall's coming down. There was different events that were featured on the front pages of these newspapers that were either comedic or global historical events. And I got rivet counted to hell because of that. And I'm like, dude, you missed the whole context of what I was trying to do, which was life events, a story. And
it's your build. At the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be looking at it. So build it the way you want it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, I've seen some beautiful, accurate pieces where someone's gone, this was my grandfather's tank or plane that he served on in the war. Here it is. It had just been shot by a blah 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 over as it flew a sortie. Mate, I get that because it's going to have every nut bolt washer in the right place because it's a true copy of a life event. I get that, and I've seen pieces on display at shows, Dave, that have been really 100%. But if it's going in your home, and it's a bit like my original cat build I did, the AT-AT from Star Wars. I nearly said Star Trek then. I can imagine that would have gone down well.
No.
Now, I did it as the cat, and someone went, "Oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh, you shouldn't. There's no way that would be the case." I went, "You do realise it's not actually real, don't you?"
Well, yeah.
It's from a movie, mate. And I just looked at it and thought, if that was a real object in the modern world today, what would it be utilised at? It'd be a heavy plant machine, and that's what I went for. And it wasn't to upset anyone. I saw someone who did a really interesting thing with a Starship Enterprise. I think it was a Romulan warbird and a Klingon bird of prey. and it was an RAF liveried Enterprise.
Oh yeah, with the roundels and everything.
Yeah, the Japanese was, I think, the Romulan, and the Klingon was the German, and it was proper Luftwaffe colours and decals, and it looked absolutely stunning.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's
You
just
know, and the execution of that, it was like, what a great idea. I love that concept, and that's what the hobby's about. There are talented people there, you know. I mean, I'm looking at them in the chat there. I'm seeing Sergeant Bones, for instance, does wonderful things with his armor builds, you know, and he's nursing me through my baby steps with armor. And, you know, I've got a couple of Ryefields up there that are my growl builds. You've got Fox, you know. I mean, I saw that Gundam that he's doing for George, and it just opened my eyes to a technique there. And I'm like, I need to have a looky loo at that. That's really quite interesting how he's achieved that. And I'm going to go back and see the pictures he's done and revisit some of the videos, because it just sparked a creative side again, you know, and I like that, you know. James has said he sent it to you as well. Yeah, cheers, mate. I would open up my messenger, but I'm so far behind with it that I just don't want to read anything out loud that's personal, mate, because obviously with the death overnight of a close friend, it's, you know, a lot of people are finding out and are sending me very poignant thoughts, you know what I mean? And yeah. Sergeant Bones is saying he's got an M1 Abrams and M3 Bradleys. See, I giggle because we've had a cunning plan, Dave, didn't we, with Bradleys? And Sarge is now gone, what?
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out, Sarge. There might
be
some...
all I can say, Sarge, is we might be at it again.
You think you hated me for the Ferrari?
Yeah. He's now. I can feel the Sarge death stare.
Oh, mate, I've got a little melting hole appearing on my monitor where there's a laser beam coming through.
Hang on, I've just heard a credit card just take a payment for coming over here.
Yeah, Sarge is just paying the ferryman. He's like, seriously? Question mark? It's going to be very, very tastefully done, actually. But just a different take on something. That's all I'll say. It's not done in a derogatory way or anything of that nature. It's not personal, mate. It's taking something that exists that you know means something to someone, but then trying to modify or modelize it into a fantasy piece almost, you know. And it's, yeah, it could be war-hammered up. It could be something along that. I don't know. This depends where my imagination takes me when I get the kit.
Yeah, mine's upstairs, but I've not even thought about it yet.
Yeah, you know, there's going to be the obligatory resin printed Sergeant Bones logo roundel somewhere on it, with perhaps a cheekily stolen picture that may be on someone's profile of them on the tank. So yeah, there could be all kinds of shenanigans, and yeah.
Yeah, I think the Ferrari emblem might appear on mine somewhere, but
well, yeah, I mean, I
don't know.
I used to draw caricatures of people, and I stopped doing it when my MS really started affecting dexterity and that. And I'm wondering whether I can reapply similar techniques using a PC and 3D software, and perhaps do a little caricature of Sarge in his Warhammery tank, giving it the beans, you know. So yeah, it's, you know, with perhaps a little Vincent giving it the old Rommel point. It's over there, so, you know, and he's very matter-of-fact way that Vincent puts things. He's got a very deadpan delivery, and I just think something along them lines with two really close friends, and when it's built, box it up, put it in the cabinet and send it to him, you know. It's just my way of saying thanks for your company, you know what I mean?
If you're going to bring Vincent in, are you going to do a normal Vincent or Vincent with the Spock ears?
I
It's just a thought.
I could see me doing Vincent with a white coat and a clipboard of some kind. I don't know why. He always reminds me of that Magnus Pike type guy in the laboratory somewhere going, I have the formula written down here. But mate, you know, he's passionate about his subject. And in someone so young, it's a wonderful thing, you know. It's yeah, the passion he's got for the hobby is unbelievable. I mean, I've seen his aftermarket for his B17 that he's got, and mate, I was blown away by that. You know, the guy is really going to do one hell of a build on that. I'm looking forward to seeing that take shape. Sarge is going, yeah, that's Vince. Yeah, he is, isn't he, mate? He's that. I don't know whether you had them in the army, Dave, but you know them inspectors that come round and they dab the pencil, don't they? Right. Have you noticed that is 5mm off centre tick? Vince strikes me as that very methodical person, you know.
Yeah, I seem to remember that in basic training that one of my shoelaces had a very slight 0.5 of a mil twist.
Yeah.
Quite in line. And I remember my boots being launched across the floor.
Yeah. So I can see Sarge in that Bradley giving it the old Chuck Norris or Rambo bit, you know, fully armoured up, looking over the top of his glasses. Where's that Ferrari? Is it over there? Aiming his gun at a little Dave sitting there putting the decals on his McLaren or Mercedes.
Mercedes, yeah.
Going, right, where are them two little reprobates? I'm going to nuke them. Yeah, but like I say, I'll get it built and done, and I can see some kind of caricature resiny, Warhammery Sergeant Bones in there giving it large. And,
sat at his desk with his finger hovering over
it's just something I would like to do, and like I say, put it in a case and send it to the guy because, you know, he's kept me company on many a night when my demons have been at me and talked me down a bit, and I respect and love you for that, Sarge, in a manly way, not in a broke back mountain way, but you know, he's been there for us and got me through a few personal demons. So I'd like to give something back. What's that? Mercedes or Mercedes? Oh my! Yeah,
it's got to be done. Mind you, I think you and me are probably about the only two that stand a slim chance of getting away with it. I think if anyone else was to try something,
well, yeah. I mean, I had this fear when I did the cat build because I thought the whole Star Wars community are going to think that you're having a poke at them and taking the mickey out of them. I very nearly said something else then.
Well, yeah.
They're going to think you're taking the rise out of them, and that's the furthest thing from my mind. You know, I just wanted to grab something that was iconic and put it into a real life environment. And I'm doing the same with the ATST that we're going to be building. I'm doing a SWAT version of it with a full troop of SWAT blokes round it, and it's got all the livery on it, and I'm putting it into a modern world environment that way. And you're doing JCB, is it, Dave? Something
I'm at the moment I'm very much thinking of a water cannon kind of ore extracting mining device.
Yeah.
Going to have instead where you've got on the side of the ATST, you've got the elevating and moving machine guns or laser guns or whatever it is. I'm not a Star Warsy person, but they move up and down. They're not going on. They're gonna be left off. Everything's gonna be filled in, and I'm gonna use 1/48 scale oil drums somehow connected to the side to make the water tanks that will have the pipework that goes underneath. And instead of it being a laser gun at the front, it's a water cannon.
Oh right, yeah.
for doing the ore extraction, and I'm going to do it in the bright traditional yellow colour of JCB, and
Yeah.
just make it look like it's been used and abused.
Oh, mate, I look forward. Well, like I say, we got that after the Huey, innit? I mean, we both need to pull our fingers out a bit. I mean, I haven't touched my Huey in ages, mate. I've
Well,
not
I've
done
only
anything
just got
physically.
back to mine because you did the hinge video, so hopefully I can get me finger out and actually get the thing buttoned up now and get it ready for. How am I going to spray this?
I love Dave Eat the Bits because he kept saying to me, "Have you forgotten something?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not forgotten anything, mate." He's like, "You have?" And I went, "What?" He said, "That hinge video." I said, "Yeah, I'll upload it during the week." And then the following week he'd say, "You've forgotten something, ain't you?" And I'm like, "What's that, Dave?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. You was on about, before we came live, you was on about a couple of upcoming kit releases that have sparked your interest, weren't you?
Oh, yes. Now, I cannot categorically say that this is correct, but I saw something on a video on YouTube in reference to a particular aircraft that's been released by Revell in 2021, as in the SR-71.
Yeah.
I do believe it's going to be in 148. However, I will stand corrected if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, when in 2021 it's being released, I don't know. Also, changing the subject slightly, if anyone out there like you and me are ever so patiently waiting for a certain Einkel, i.e. the
Yeah.
bomber version.
Oh, the one we pre-ordered back in October, Dave, that one.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
Airfix,
sent an inquiry to Airfix, and they have replied and said they are expecting, and I'm going to change the expecting to allegedly.
Yeah, I'm going to grip something here.
Allegedly, they are expecting stock spring this year. Now,
oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, is that early spring, mid spring, or late spring? Or is it summer that's almost gone to midsummer? I don't know, but allegedly,
Originally,
again, allegedly, it's on its way.
yeah. Originally, yeah. Go on. Now, go on.
But they've been saying allegedly it's been on the way since we pre-ordered these back in. Well, I think mine was back end of September. I put mine on.
Yeah, but yeah, because originally they was only going to do the initial production run, weren't they? And when I got in touch with them, they went, demand has been so high for this.
Yeah.
Because of the association with Motorhead and the late Lemmy Kilminster and all of that, that it's kind of, it had knocked them on the back foot. And the demand and pre-orders that they had to do another production run, which they was doing first 2 weeks back after Christmas. So I get why they've got that backlog. I think what they're doing is they're producing to clear the whole pre-order backlog, and then they're going to see where they are. James is saying that he may have a Death Race mod, considering you're doing a fully working Tombstone. Yes, I am doing a fully working Tombstone, mate. What I would say on that, James, if you can message me and give me some hints of the diorama you're going to build, because I might have a cunning idea for you. So you can get in touch on that, mate, and let me know what you're thinking.
Is that just a cunning idea, or is that a cunning idea, cunning plan?
Yeah, well, my Tombstone that I'm putting in for him is going to be, how can I say, able to be attached and detached from said car. So yeah.
Wow.
He's asking, does anyone know where he could get a 1/24 scale Dodge Ram kit? Try the US version of eBay, mate. I did that with, I think the Mustang I got for you, but there's been a few kits that I had trouble sourcing here. And when I went on to the US version of eBay and sometimes the German eBay, I managed to track down people that had one. And also, don't forget, have a word with people in the community. Someone might have one in their stash that they're not going to build that you can perhaps, do a bit of bartering about, mate.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing as well. If people have got stuff in their stash and they're not going to build and they want to start uh, pimping them or flogging them up on eBay, then let us know and we'll start pimping stuff that you're selling on eBay. It's one of them.
Yeah, on my part, there's going to be a few Trumpeter 135th scale armor kits going up on eBay. When I put them up, I'll put a link in
Yeah,
because I know for a fact I'm never going to build them. So there's
yeah.
no point hanging on.
Jamie's saying there, Dave, that the Motorhead Einkel is in this month's Airfix Model World magazine.
Oh, I'll have to download that
Yeah.
on the old Mobbly Dobbly.
I mean, I've even had a look with the affiliate, their e-models, to see whether they've got them in their shop as well. Because if anyone's going to be able to track a few down, it's going to be Peter. So I've already got that thing of if we get let down directly by Airfix, I can always do it through Pete. And
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not.
But I think we're lucky because we've got that pre-order in, and it's pretty much,
Yeah.
bought and paid for, isn't it? Almost,
Well,
It's like,
it's not paid for it, but then the money will be taken as soon as they ship it.
absolutely, they've got all the details, isn't they? So it's pretty much, a pre-order, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much a done deal.
Because I had that with the Aces High, didn't I? I mean, you've got mates that have got model shops, and I had mine sat here before they had even had any delivered to their shop, and I'm like, Revell Germany, mate, pre-ordered, bang.
Well, you'd forgotten that you pre-ordered it, and it just turned up on your doorstep, didn't it?
Yeah, I got back from the MRI scan, and the UPS guy said, I've got a box for you, mate. I'll go back to the van and get it. He said, I've just tried to knock for you. Oh, I ain't expecting anything. And Revell Germany tape on it and all of that. And I'm like, bloody hell's that? And I opened it up, and it was my Aces Eye that I'd pre-ordered and I totally forgot about. And Dave was sitting there going, I've got mates that have got a couple of model shops and they haven't even got theirs yet.
Yeah, and when I ordered that body shell from Revell, I came home the other day, and there's this white envelope down by the side of the door, and I'm thinking, I haven't ordered anything.
Yeah. Oh, mate, they're brilliant. I mean, everyone, we've all knocked old Revell kits because some of them are an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
But the one thing I can honestly say about Revell is every time I've got in touch with them and gone, have you got? They've never let me, never let me down.
No, I can't think of any time that I've tried to contact Revell because I've needed an extra part that they've let me down. I've had it with Airfix where I've wanted a couple of spare parts and said they haven't got anything.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? But like I say, the Motorhead bomber is one of those, innit, that I'm an old metalhead, can't you tell by the long hair? But no, when that came up, it was one of those, oh yeah, I've got to get me one of them because
as soon as I saw it come up on the email, it was like, right, I'm in. I'll get one of those. And then I thought, well, I better let you know as well.
Yeah, because it was one of them. I mean, it's like the Aces High one. The moulding on it is spectacular. It really is a lovely looking kit, and I'm looking forward to it because
I might have to sidetrack and get one of them, but.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't, mate, to be honest with you, because it is one of them, innit? It's,
I'm kind of concentrating on trying to reduce the stash rather than keep adding to it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to buy it till next year, though, because you're not allowed to buy anything for your stash this year, are you?
No, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to offload. I'm going to use some of the money to buy the decal printer, and I've got some tools that I want to buy as well. So
Yeah, cheers, James. It's just come through on me watch, mate. Cheers, mate. I'll have a looky-loo at that after the show, mate. But yeah, I don't help you at all, Dave. Every time you try to flog something in your stash, I buy a new kit, and you're like, I want one of them. It's like,
Yeah, I might go for one of those new Buccaneers that Airfix are going to release at probably about the same time that they're releasing the Vulcan.
well, see, I've never built a Spitfire, Dave. So the aces I won for me is a baptism of fire. But don't forget, our good friend Steve Spencer Beanie join join us on the buddy build of the Airfix 124 Spitfire. I mustn't
Yeah,
forget that.
definitely. I think he should be at the front of this
Yeah.
buddy build. I think he should be the one. If we do a live session, he should be masterminding the live session for it.
If you haven't seen it, James, Carl, and Steve do a Saturday Crash show every fortnight, and they did one last night. And if you want to giggle, just look at Steve Spencer Beanie's reaction when I type in the chat. So, Steve, you're still up for the buddy build on that Spitfire? One, he nearly fell off his chair. He choked on his coffee, and he's like, I've never seen a grown man try to backtrack and look so nervous as he did after that. It's like,
yeah, it gives him a bit of a nervous twitch, doesn't it?
yeah. If people would like to see us have a whip round and send him one and get him on it to do the buddy build with it, just watch him squirm.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to be there. Yeah, if we're going to have to go through the pain of doing it, then
Absolutely, I'll do it just so that I can sit here and watch him complain about it, because I think it's going to be brilliant entertainment.
Oh, we're being full whinge mode.
Oh, mate. We might have to make it a late night special though, because I think the air might turn a bit blue.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to be after the watershed of the watershed.
Yeah, I might have to put a Steve Spencer Beanie Saturday special up or something. Just yeah. If he's going to watch this back, he's now
model officers stirring it up a little bit as well for Steve.
Oh yeah, cheers, James. We are so excited for Steve's buddy build. Yeah, I mean, mate, should we have a whip round between the groups? And we'll have a whip round. We'll put some money in the kit here. We'll order him one and send it to him.
Yeah, I think we, instead of it being the buddy builders, I think it should be Steve's buddy builder Spitfire.
Yeah, and we could have him do a little salesman pitch even, where he can be sitting there selling the pros and cons of this splendid offering from Airfix.
Yeah, he should be doing his own what's in the box.
Yeah, and I think he should be enthusiastic about it and professional, Steve. You can do this, mate.
Yes. This is the kit that you need to get over. So,
we're your friends, mate.
Yeah, we're backing you up.
This is like pulling Excalibur from that stone, mate. Donate a kit to him, maybe even steal Steve's build segment. Yeah, that's what I was saying, James. If we get in touch offline, we'll have a little whip round and club together and we'll send it to him. But it might be a late Saturday night swear fest. We'll get the officers' mess and our little group together.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll organise something where we can watch Steve squirm live on YouTube.
That'd be so good.
Well, no, he's a character, Steve. He's a decent fella. Totally scale models, in case you haven't subbed. Pop over and give him a visit.
Yeah.
Does some nice Star Trek stuff, lighting, bit of electricity. So he's a man after my own art. And he's got a passion for the Airfix 124 Spitfire, and he's desperate to build another one.
I think he's going to have to take the lead in it. He's got to.
Yeah, I think he needs to introduce it, host it. Welcome to the Steve Spencer Beanie Spitfire build-off.
It's got a certain ring to it, hasn't it?
It has, isn't it? I can see the artwork now on Photoshop,
and it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, model officer's going to be going, oh, ammo. I've been looking for something to have on him.
He's going to have his wooden spoon at you. Oh, yeah.
James is asking, would I still want to do a dio if I can't think anything? If you want me to do a diorama for your commission, James, I will do you a diorama, mate. I've got no problem doing it whatsoever. I've got a couple of ideas that I want to throw at you. And if you're up for it, I'll do the complete build, mate. I'll do it on its dio, the whole scene, and whatever you want.
Oh, model officer's got a bit of an idea for the old Spitfire. Maybe a charity build.
That is a good idea. Should we do something for Model for Heroes or something like that, do you think? You know,
yeah, you can do. Yeah, that's
Help for Heroes. Yeah, Help for Heroes charity for the veterans or whatever. I mean, if Luke is watching this back as well, you know, you've all got military backgrounds. If there's a charity for PTSD sufferers or anything along them lines that you guys would like to perhaps do this for, I'm up for it. I'll do anything to help people that have served, because they sent our soldiers back, but didn't really give them the tools to cope with the after effects of coming back down after being in theatre. And a lot of people I know that are veterans battle with PTSD and the after effects.
It was just, you know, when we spoke last night, I said to you, you know, well, especially in my case, you know, they do an excellent job of switching you on, but when you depart from the military, they don't give you any idea of how to switch off.
Exactly. So yeah, Model for Hero challenge. I like it, says James. Mate, I'm up for it.
Yeah, that's got a ring to it.
If you want to get,
I could have a word with Malcolm and see if he wants to do something with it as well. Because
go on.
He's the Malcolm Child. He's the head man of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get together for an off-air hangout sometime, James, and get the rest of your crew together, we'll fire something up and we can sit and iron this out and perhaps launch it community-wide. And I know it's a joke with Steve and the Spitfire, but if we can have a bit of fun, but also perhaps raise a bit of money for a good charity,
raise a bit of dosh and get some awareness out there.
I'm all for it, mate. So yeah, what do you guys think in chat? Would you be up for that? You know, I've got a few cunning ideas that I'll talk to you about off air, Dave, regarding kits and possibilities and things. But I'm up for that. I'd give him something back in it. You know, I mean, I'm close to you and see what you've gone through, and close friends of mine that battle PTSD and demons, and I battle my own demons. And, you know, I use mind, but a lot of people haven't got that opportunity or support from the military. And if we can raise awareness and a bit of money for the wounded soldiers and the heroes of this country, mate, I'm all for that.
Definitely. Right.
Do it as perhaps do it as a thing right up to Remembrance Day, you know what I mean? And do a donation then, I don't know.
Right. Model officer is saying, right, I think I will check this out and as a volunteer for Malcolm, challenge the modeler.
Oh. Yeah, Scooby's in. He was in Iraq, back a different person. Yeah, mate, honestly, a close friend of mine has multiple times tried to depart this world, and we've got him back and nursed him through it. And it's so hard to see someone you grew up with struggle with his demons. And yeah, it's very personal to me. You know, I'm the world's most frustrated wannabe soldier. I didn't make it because of medical reasons, but anyone that served, you know, and you can raise it, you know, it's like I see the Poppy man, I always give him a tenner, you know what I mean? There you go, Pops, you know, and I'll sit and talk to them. Tell us about your experiences and just sit and talk to them, you know. I think more people should do that and raise awareness and look at the damage that is mentally done on some of the current soldiers coming back from theatre. And if we can raise money and awareness, mate, I'm all for it.
Yeah, just having a thought. It might be an idea to drop Airfix a line and see if they've got any of the 124th in stock somewhere.
Well, yeah, we could end up, perhaps getting them to donate a couple of kits. I don't know. It could grow. Let's, get together on it.
I think with James's lot and our lot, I think we ought to need to have an offline get together and smash out some ideas.
Yeah, Skullfish is saying fundraiser is in. So, excuse me, if anyone's watching this video back at a later date than the 9th of February 2020, this is something I think we could roll it right up to Remembrance Day and let as many people jump on this bandwagon between now and then as possible. What do you think?
Yeah. Beyond Hope, he's asking, is model making guru doing a show this afternoon?
No, he's not. He's playing catch up, but Chris is on a bit later. Fox should be back next week. But yeah, I think if we roll it, perhaps like say a new decade, new idea, I don't know, and just roll something up, and rather than it be a short fundraiser, let's try and get as many people on board and generate as much money as we can for them. I think it'd be a great idea. Perhaps set something up where we get them to send us a link where the donations can be sent to, so that people can directly.
Because you got the when the people are doing the London Marathon, they have a link or something that you donate your. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know whether it's something we set up on Facebook, funding. Do you do a crowd? I don't know. It's something perhaps we need to iron out off air, and then have like a bursar in there that is dealing with it, and everything can come in and be done. I like things neat and done transparently, if that makes sense, so that people
definitely
know that what they're donating is going to the charity. That's...
Right. Model officer is looking like he's getting ready to depart. So right. Catch up later, and we will find time to talk offline. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we're coming off air imminently anyway, because it's now 20 to 3, so we've run over a little bit. I know Fox isn't on, but I think the rugby's coming up, and I'm a bit today.
Yeah, you sounding like you's needing to get some tea down your throat, mate.
Yeah, it's been a long week, mate. I think we'll end on a high note.
Definitely. In on a low and out on a high. Definitely.
Yeah, we came in on a low. For those that weren't here at the beginning, we lost a close friend of the model making community last evening. Neil over at NHM Models, also known as Yam, used to do the hangouts with me on a Saturday night, and a good friend, a good laugh, and he lost his short battle with cancer. He fought hard and strong, but it got him in the end. But he's now pain free. So rest in peace, Neil. This one was for you, fella.
Yeah, definitely.
And in your memory, mate, we'll end on a high, and we'll do something to raise money for the Models for Heroes, mate. So
definitely. I think that's a good idea, mate. I think we're on a winner on that one.
Yeah. So it's one of them. I've had mixed emotions today because part of me's mourning a loss, but show must go on type of thing. But yeah. Jamie Bones saying the rugby's on now, so that's a polite way of saying you two reprobates, sod off.
Yep. Hint is most definitely taken.
As usual, thank you everyone for tuning in. It means a lot.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
If there's little snippets that you'd like seen added to the show, little segments, or things, let us know. Keep your galleries coming. If you can just put a name of what it is you've built, it's this tank. Try and put them in an album if possible, but don't worry, I can admin that if need be. Please keep sharing your YouTube channels and links. As soon as I see new ones, I check, I subscribe. So if you can return the favour and sub back to myself and Dave, that would be massively appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Subscribe to each other. Our YouTubes have been at the bottom of the screen all show. Watch back what you've missed, Skullfish, mate, and keep coming back for more, mate.
Yep.
So thanks for watching. Goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from Dave. Salah.
See you later, guys.
This is where you